think I have time for one warm-up game. Yeah, let's just hop in the pool as I wait for people to arrive. Playing active mode. Welcome to people. I see you guys. Early joiners. Kevin Finch was first. Happy Tuesday. I don't know the theory here, but hopefully I can get some reasonable position. Hmm. Thank you, J-Rock.
Happy Tuesday, good luck.
Appreciate that. Slightly awkward position here. Probably want to do this and then bring out the bishop. Yeah, this is my one warm-up game before the tournament. Trying to warm up my chess, my voice. Try and just wake up to okay, offering the rook trade. Yeah, this should be okay. Thank you, Patty Mulv, Malanchathan, with the extended quack. Or quack. I'm probably a little bit worse, but it's not so bad. Yeah, going for the expansion. Hmm. Calculation is takes, rook 8, knight b3, knight c4. For some reason I missed a6. I'm probably in trouble now. But maybe it's still okay. Hmm. Oh dear. Excuse me. Hmm. I'm allergic to bad endgames. Might still be holding. Probably not, though. Oh no. There goes my king. Okay. That's my warm-up game. Oh no, my rating. My rating is dipping. Thankfully, that wasn't the tournament. So, let's get mentally prepared for the tournament. Yeah, welcome to everyone tuning in. So that was the first game of the stream. Felt like I got gradually outplayed that game. It was like down a pawn in the rook ending, almost holding. I should probably know what to do in this line if I face it again. So knight h6 I thought was the main line, but apparently queen a5 first, provoke f4, and then f6. I'm going to have to check this. So, let me clear my tab here. Go into the tournament. So today's a rest day of the Olympiad, which means there might actually be a lot of players who are playing the Olympiad that also want to play Title Tuesday. We got Magnus joined, Hikaru, who's not playing the Olympiad. I'm just scanning for other names. Actually not spotting too many Olympia players. I see Kamsky, and still pretty strong as usual. Magnus is rated 3279. And it's actually, it might be interesting because my rating is at kind of a low point, especially for entering the morning Title Tuesday. So if I win my first game, I might play like a big player in the second game. But we shall see. Okay. I feel like I still need to wake up. Part of it is mental discipline. Like once the game starts, to just stay focused, continue thinking, especially on the opponent's move. Oh, we got Nepo. And Ferrugia. Hikaru, Nepo, and Ferrugia are like the strongest players who are not playing the Olympiad, along with Nihal. No sighting of Hans. Maybe Hans is still recovering from the Speed Chess Championship. 658 title players. Up to 659. Oh, Hans has only played one game on chess.com since the Hikaru games. Interesting. Okay, first opponent. Play d4. Go into a London. Wait, what am I doing? This is not usually what I do. I usually play knight c3. I think this is okay though. Knight d2, counterattacking the knight.
GLHF.
Thank you. Attack and defend. A b5 might be coming. I might look to play knight a3. Like if bishop e6. I didn't really want a castle, but it's hard to use the h-file. Some e4 idea. This f5 square is looking nice. If e6, I can play f3, bishop h5, g4. I'm threatening this. a5. a5, b6. I think it's worth it. I do weaken this. I want to go for a5 eventually. That's a good move. Yeah, e4. Am I losing a piece? This move. Oh, it's not pretty. Oh, this looks so bad. I think I have to go for it though. I chase the queen away. Queen e7, rook g3. Knight h5, I take on g4. Knight f2. Okay. Oh, what a really, really messy game. I'll take it. Blacks should be like better in the end. Like they can take, and my original idea was take the knight, but there's bishop c5. Oh man. There's also a moment. Did I just drop a bishop? Yeah, I allowed knight takes e6. I unpinned the knight. I should have taken the rook first. Okay, that's a big wake up call. Yeah, I like reflexively played e3. Usually I play knight c3 in this opening. And then I really didn't get much from the opening. Black is probably just better. I tried to make it interesting. It got really bad. Yeah, knight c5 was too risky, I would say. It got really bad around here. I don't fully understand what's the difference between. Okay, so knight c1, queen e5. Ah, the knight comes to d4 just in time. Okay. Well, 1 out of 1. Tied with Magnus and Hikaru. I'm almost certainly playing up next game. Oh yeah, let me turn on my heart rate monitor. Okay, so this is the final game of the round. Should be a draw. Who's playing for a win? Probably the higher rated player, but draw by 50 move rule. There's a question, where can we see Olympiad commentary when you're not doing it? Leechess.org, Twitch and YouTube channels. All right, let's stick with the London. Try and redeem my London. I'm actually playing a young player who beat me in Beal 2 years in a row. Same opening, this time I'll play knight c3. b6, okay. I want to play queen e2. Some sort of hippo formation. I already don't like how I handled this. h3 was too slow. e4 is a target. Maybe I need more wake-up calls. Bishop a6, I have bishop c4. Takes, bishop a6, I play knight c4. Take. I think it's okay. Take, bishop a6, knight c4, d5, I take, and e7's hanging. Okay. I'm down a bishop pair. Queen b7's coming. Bishop f6, bishop g5. And there's rook d4, queen g3. That's the problem. That's a really big problem. Have to try rook e2. I'm in trouble.
No worries, maybe next game.
Maybe. Hey, it's a fork. Very short-lived fork. Okay. Not meant to be. What to do? Another London taken down. Yeah, I played a little bit too slowly. Maybe e5 is called for? Even d5? Yeah, e5 top move. It's still okay for black, but at least white is the one controlling play. Okay, e5 earlier was apparently even stronger. Yeah, I played a little bit too slowly in the opening. I'll probably mix up the openings today. I think I'm due for a break from the London. Maybe go for some e4, maybe some knight f3. Have you played Levy in Title Tuesday before? I don't think so. We're usually like just too close in rating. But now we're probably further apart, so maybe I could play him today. Play the Roy Lopez. I haven't played the Roy Lopez in a while. I think if I play e4 and my opponent plays e5, I would go for a Scotch. It's been my king's pawn opening of choice from the white side. Ziggy P says you should play Cambridge Springs. That one I've been playing more willingly recently. I did have a nice Cambridge Springs in yesterday's stream. Some pretty deep prep.
If I had a flower for every time I thought of you, Eric, my garden would be endless. You are such an amazing role model for everything in chess and life. Levitsky.
Levitsky. Thank you, Gaming Flutist. I appreciate the words. Alright, let's try and recover. Playing the black side of a Sicilian. I'll play an f6. I'll go for this line. This is another line I had recently. Objectively, it's fine for white, but it's tricky. Okay, that move isn't usually played. I'm gonna just take with knight. D5. So I take away the e4 square. I want to play h6 next. White wants to use this square. So if knight f3, I have bishop g4. As long as I defend the center, it should be okay. That's a move. So g3 is weak in many lines. Like if takes, I take, and queen g3. Do I want to trade queens takes and knight d5? Bishop d2, e3. Actually looks pretty good. Equal material. Knight versus bishop. A little bit low on time. Probably threatening this. But not easy to defend the pawn, actually. Okay, I'll take a draw. Where's the draw button? Okay, draw. Okay. It's crazy how I guess I had this open and then there like it hides the draw button. But thankfully I found it. Yeah, not sure if I had chances to win after this ending or after this trade. It's probably just a draw here. A4 is maybe a better try, but still rook will go to A7. Okay. Probably had chances earlier. It got tricky around here. King E8. I missed rook F5. Yeah, I got low on time. Yeah, my opponent clearly found the draw button. There should be a limit though to like how many draws you can offer during a game. Like you can't just spam it. I guess only 2 draws were offered though. Yeah, there's definitely some things they need to fix with the interface because when the draw is offered, it hides the whole notation too, which okay, in most cases isn't so relevant, but it could be relevant if there's like if you want to see that like how close you are to 50 move roll. And then I assume the only way to see notation is to decline the draw. Okay, moving on. I'll go for a Scotch. I'm mixing things up a little bit. Actually debating. I'll play this one. 4 knights. I'll play the bishop d2 line. Yeah, I know bishop c4 is a move here. I'll go into this though. Let's see if I can grind it down. This is a pretty well-known ending. There was a game, I think Karyakin beat Vidit. Okay, here rook b7. It's already something. Like if I can win both pawns, then I mean white's playing for a win. I have to make a Luft. King f1. Yeah, it looks like I'm winning the pawn. And there's no rook e8 controlling e8. Yeah, rook d7, the bishop ending should be winning. Actually, if rook e7, I take in bishop e2. Nice move. And then we either trade bishops and it's a winning king pawn ending, or the bishop moves and I win another pawn. Okay. So I think that puts me at 2.5 out of 4. Nice endgame grind overall. And this variation we went into has a very high draw percentage, but can still be tricky to defend. Yeah, there's probably been like several dozen games, at least in like over-the-board master play, that have reached this ending. I think rook d8 is probably the more common move. There's probably a few different fine ways for black to play. Bishop e6 is like surprisingly already inaccurate, probably because of what happened. Like once white wins a pawn, then I'm definitely playing for the win. So yeah, this line is it's a super safe line. It's actually a good line to play against higher rated players, but can also work against players of all rating levels. So I think this brings us to our first break. Games are still probably going. I think I'm going to take a break myself, make some coffee. So I'll be back in some moments. I made some oat milk latte. Oh, should I run a prediction? I don't usually run predictions in Title Tuesday these days, but we'll do a prediction. I currently have 2.5 out of 4. How many points will Eric score? I'm running a prediction. Hopefully it shows up in chat. There's 2 minutes to wager your channel points. Yeah, the top score of 9.5 is very, very unrealistic. That's if I win the rest of my games. My par score is usually like 6, I'd say. 6 to 6.5. 7 to 7.5 would be better than average. Oh, playing Rustemov. A decently strong GM. Okay. I played Rustemov a good number of times. We've gone back and forth. Actually, we have a close to even score. I'll play this. I think knight c6 and an e5 is the way to go. Did I already blunder? I think I have to treat this as a gambit. Okay. So I'm down a pawn, but maybe some compensation. And knight f3 is coming. Hitting c2. Yeah, this is a very unintentional gambit. But I have the bishop pair, open position. Bishop c2, queen c1. Yeah, knight d2 is coming. I gotta at least try this. Thanks for subbing. Okay. Try this. Probably not good, but it's interesting. I just flag. Oh dear. I mean, final position is losing. Not the best finish there. It felt close to being good, but maybe I just never have anything. Okay, bishop d3, 94. Well, now my max score is 8.5. What to do? Thank you to the 2 new Prime subs. I do appreciate it. Yeah, a6 is just not a good move. Queen d6, I don't know if it's not a move that I consider first. Makes sense though, just defend the center. It's a weird opening. Committed to f6. c4 here. And then a6. Okay. Is it frozen or just me? I felt slightly frozen that last game, but hopefully the stream is not frozen. I haven't dropped any frames. I do plan to play the next Title Tuesday, yes. Hopefully I'll be sharper for that one. So this one I'm currently 2.5 out of 5. I'm just curious what people predicted. 45% for 7 out of 11. I hope I don't let people down. 13% for 5 out of 11 or lower. Interesting. I mean, someone or some small group of people might win a lot of channel points. Levy rage quit. Oh no, my Levy. Does that mean my viewership will go up? I don't know. Did he quit the tournament or he quit his stream or both? How many people are switching over to watching this stream because Levy rage quit? Oh, both. At least one person. Quit stream mid-game. Oh dear. Yeah, I just played like a not so great game, but it wasn't bad enough for me to quit midstream. Thank you, T Fox. Happy 28 months. I have anything here. I wanted to do things against this knight, but yeah, it's not easy. 90% me, 10% Levy. Oh, in terms of like who you watch, yeah, maybe Levy will come back for later Title Tuesday once the tilt fades. Hey Eric, do you think Serbia could beat Netherlands? Netherlands is probably the favorite, right? Are they playing next round? What, Anish Giri against... I'm trying to remember the Serbia team. Ivic, Injic. Netherlands has Giri. I should really know who's on the team. What, Giri, Bach? Okay, let's regain focus. Oh, is Serrano playing for Serbia? Serrano's pretty strong. All right, I'll play Bishop G4. Yeah, it used to meet Bishop E3 with Bishop C5. I'm supposed to take the knight. I think this is okay though. Leave the tension. Could take with pawn. Okay, I can see the bishop here. Center should be solid, though. I'm probably not better here, but hopefully not too much worse. I think the knight wants to be here. Yeah, this could definitely be a grind. Maybe some like h5, g6. I do allow knight d6, but I am attacking b2. Rook here, I win the pawn. And that's probably what I like to see. So now it's 2 knights versus knight and bishop. Some rook a5 idea. There's line rook b3 take and then knight d4, which doesn't work at all. b3 takes, 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 takes. Okay, I have knight c5. Let's start with this move. Threatening the fork. Yeah, these horses are going to be potentially deadly for white. And there's a lot of pressure now. Rook b3. Bring the other knight in. I might just look to play f6, e5. If I can kick this knight, I get in knight c2. Now b5 hangs a knight. Very positional game. Doing well on the clock. I'm over defending the knight because I want to play b5. Exploit the pin. I missing tactics. Actually, maybe that wasn't that great because knight would get trapped in the end. Yeah, this should be fine. Knight b5. It's a weird move. Preventing knight b5, though. If rook c8, I take on d3. Knight a2. Knight a2 might just be winning. Rook c8, I take. It's murky. I have to play this first. Try it. This is probably not the best thing to go for. It should be okay. dear. I'll play for a win. It's getting so messy. Oh no. What to do? Okay. Is it time to rage quit now? It was such a nice positional build-up. And then at some point I lost control. I missed knight takes d3 here, which is the best move. Yeah, my knight doesn't actually get trapped because I have rook c8. I have e5 too. Okay, what to do? It's a learning experience. That was round 6. Okay, I'll try and fight back. It still seemed fine here. It's just still really messy. White's knight is strong. And then at this point I should probably take a draw. I took a risk because it's more interesting that way. But white fought well. Yeah, f-pawn was too dangerous. What to do? So, 2.5. Let me close my tabs here. Okay, next opponent. I'll play knight f3. Mixing things up even more. I just want to play something solid. I'll try and use the clock as a weapon this game. The opponent's taking a lot of time. Yeah, this is a slightly offbeat idea. The point is I want to take. Knight d7 makes sense. Still probably go ahead and take. Queen b3, e6. There's knight b6 too. I'll just play d4. Yeah, we both have our bishops locked in. Hmm. Yeah, this probably isn't the most like exciting battle so far. It's very, very positional. I'm trying to make use of the imbalance on the queen side. E5 happens. Probably have to take. E5 is a good move. Black has the IQP. Rook d8, rook d1. B4 is coming. Could play B4 myself. I think this is okay though. B4, knight A4, rook C2, rook F2. Even just bishop H4. Yeah, the bishop wants to activate. G5. And D4 doesn't quite work. Bishop H7 tactics. Oh, maybe it does work. Because knight takes H7 defends the bishop. Defends the rook. But this is looking good now. Rook C7 I take. Take. Okay. Oh, opponent resigned with 0.6 seconds left. Impressive. Okay. Back on an even score. 3.5 out of 7. Wasn't easy. The opening seemed fine. Maybe nothing too special. Knight e1's a mistake. Yeah, I should start with this move. Okay. Definitely not the cleanest game. I'll take it though. So there is 4 more rounds. Max score is 7.5. Ooh, watching Fallujah. This will be interesting. We might see knight and bishop mate. If white sacks a rook for the pawn. Resignation. Oh, white played rook c5 and resigned before black even took it. That's funny. Fallujah would probably spot this move, I'd imagine. Yeah, this ending is very hard to defend in such a time format. White defends, 50 move rule. Question, what was your highest score? I scored 8 is the highest score. This was almost a year ago. Okay, next opponent. I have a Catalan. C3 is an idea. C3 knight b1. Taking is also probably just better. Queen b6, a5. I think it's okay. a5, queen c7. I mean, a6, bishop, a8. I'm up a pawn, but white has compensation. Bishop f4, I thought I could take. Maybe queen e7. This could be a problem. I have knight d7. If I were to take, this bishop is trapped forever. But I think I'm just in time to escape. Because rook c1 I take and then pawn's overworked. Really? It's interesting. I imagine it should be better here, but it takes work. So pawn count is equal. I'm just up a knight. Take. Take on c5. Take. This might be the simplest way to go. This is actually a pretty big threat. And white doesn't have time for king g2. c5. I think this is actually better. If rook b8, I play b2. Okay, should be winning. I'm threatening to take. Okay. Interesting game. I think that takes us to our second break. Yeah, that was round 8. Yeah, not something you see every day with the bishop getting completely stuck in the corner. It was stuck for about half the game, arguably the full game. Yeah, I may have misplayed it. Castling is fine. This one. I'm supposed to castle immediately. I've walked into this before. White has a move knight takes c4 here. Idea being after takes is queen a4, knight c6, and then knight e5. But the position we got... Okay, apparently c5 is best. c5 is crazy, just creating so much pawn tension. I didn't even consider this move. even though it is a typical idea. So if takes, c3 hit the knight and then take and defend. That would be nice. Oh yeah, the opening was a Catalan. It's a very typical structure for the Catalan. Like Gambit's the pawn. Black tries to hold on to it. Yeah, rook c1 was probably just a big mistake. And then, yeah, knight c5 was a nice way to liquidate. There's a question, what are the odds of someone starting training in their 20s and becoming a title player? Starting training, like you know how the pieces move, but you don't know much more. I think most title players probably have like started training when they were children. Not to say that it's impossible, but I think it would be very difficult. There are some like interesting ways to get titles though that are not purely based on rating. Like if you live in, I think the most well-known cases are if you live in like Australia and you play a zonal tournament, then if you get a certain score, I think you can get the FM title based on one tournament performance. Or maybe at least a like candidate master title. So that might be the best route to go. Like move to Australia or New Zealand, play a zonal tournament. But yeah, to actually reach like the level of a title player, it also depends on the individual, like your work ethic, how much time you can commit to chess, how much of a growth mindset you have. A lot of people get too fixated on like rating or title and don't focus on like the long-term aspect of improving. There's a comment, I started at 33 and with current progress I can become a CM in another 30 years. Still under 1K. Yeah, as long as you enjoy the journey, I think that's what's most important. I'll come back to Choco asking, have you ever gotten sick during a tournament? Yeah, probably many times. I once had the hiccups during a chess game. And it was super annoying, like not just for me, but for everyone in the playing room. They lasted about an hour. And for most chess tournaments, like the playing room is pretty silent. But when someone has the hiccups, it can be difficult to maintain concentration. The most sick I've been during a tournament was an event I played in Indonesia back in 2019. It's probably the most sick I've ever been in my life. And there's a day, it was 2 games in one day. My first game lasted like 6 hours. It actually got adjourned. And then we had to resume. It was played on a Friday and there was adjournment for like Friday prayers. So I had to seal a move. I eventually won the game and then I had to play another game that evening. I did write a whole article about it for US Chess. How does adjournment work in the modern age of computers? So I wasn't allowed to like look at or like have my phone or anything. Yeah, it was a little bit strange. I think I was technically allowed to like leave the playing room. But what I ended up doing, I was just like, I laid down in the corner. I wasn't allowed to stay at my board either because you're not allowed to like think at the board during adjournment. So I laid down and just thought about the position like blindfolded. Let me see if I can find the article. So I'll share the article in chat if anyone wants to look at this. It's something I wrote a few years ago. These are some photos I took in Bali. But then this is a whole section on my adjournment story. And the game is still saved. Yeah, the position got adjourned in this moment. It was super complex. I sealed the move pawn d3. Anyway, okay, let me make sure I'm ready for the next game. Yeah, those were real photos, or they are real photos. It was before the craze of AI image generation. Took them with a nice camera. Okay. Getting ready. Next opponent. I'll play e4. I think I only played e4 once this tournament. Had the Scotch opening earlier. Not the best internet connection for my opponent. So this is some weird open Sicilian. Usually the knight goes to f6. Usually the bishop's not on b5. Bishop e2. I'm actually wondering if b5, I probably just take it. I still play knight b5. Looks pretty good. It's like one of these weird cases where the knight on e7 deprives black of controlling d6. And I'm hitting the queen, I'm threatening knight d6, king d8, take. This looks really good. Queen e5 attempts to defend the rook, but then knight d6, king d8, I fork everything. Queen d8 would be funny. Bishop f4. Okay, let's just take. And queen d6. Is this force mate? This looks pretty good. Queen d6. King goes to b4, queen a3, checkmate. It's like mate in 3. Okay. That's my shortest Title Tuesday game in recent memory. 15 moves. A nice little opening trap. This is not an opening trap I can remember getting against anyone. I fell into something similar against Shirov in an over-the-board rapid tournament many years ago. Actually, you know what? The article I was just sharing? Oh no, it's not part of this article. It's part of a different article. I wonder if it still exists. It was for a website, Chess Summit. I just want to share a video. I blinked and the game is over. Yeah. Knight b5 was... well, originally I was calculating b5 and knight takes b5. Black played g6, just allowing knight b5. Okay, let's see if I can share this. So this is a YouTube channel, Rapid Chess. You can't really see me or my opponent, but playing white is Shirov, and playing black is me. And I basically walked into the same thing that we just saw with the black pieces. I played this 97 move, which is already a little bit risky. And then something happened. Yeah, he played queen g3, I took. Was it here? Yeah, he took on b5. So slightly different, but same themes of d6 and c7 being very weak. There's a question, are you still into football? Do you have a favorite team? Honestly, not so much. I don't really watch much sports in general. I used to play a little bit when I was younger. I enjoyed the, as we call it in the US, soccer freestyle, juggling the soccer ball. Anyway, this video is on YouTube if you want to search for it. So I'm 5.5 out of 9. So I've already passed one of the prediction points. See if I can load up chat here. I can't easily show it actually. Okay, let's just watch a game. Oh, wow. Wow, Jeffrey Zhang beating Hikaru. That means Jeffrey's in clear first? No, he's in second. Fruja's in clear first. Okay, this round is reaching its final stages. There's a question, what should black have played instead of g6? Good question. Yeah, generally when you play knight e7, the idea is to either play knight g6 or to take and play knight c6. This is probably the most standard. Takes, knight c6, and then black doesn't have to deal with this this hole as much. Queen e3. Usually white wants to bring the queen to g3, but very playable for black. So this is the top game still going. Yeah, this should be a draw, but you never know. As long as black gets a pawn here. Ooh. White might win this. Actually, it's still probably a draw. Or is it? Wow. White's winning. Black went wrong somewhere. This is now a Lucina position. Okay. All games done. There's still at least one more game still going. Okay, this is the final game of the round. Draw by agreement. Nice. Okay. Next game. Oh, playing Kayden Troff. He's a Grunfeld player. Let's play e4. G6, okay. I don't know much theory here. Should probably take the time to learn theory. Have knight c3. This might already be a mistake. It's interesting though. Takes d4. Could take with knight too. Get some open position. d4, bishop c4. Queen a5. Doesn't work. Oh no, my knight. Point is bishop f7. And this might be a threat too. Queen f3. Could maybe just castle. Queen b3 is interesting. Super sharp position. Come down a pawn, but ahead in development. Not actually sure if this works. Okay, I guess if takes, I have bishop f7, king d7, queen e6. Win the bishop. Bishop f7, king f8, bishop h6 is checkmate. Rook f8. Rook f8, bishop h6. Knight d5 is probably the way to go. Rook f5, f4. Oh, I missed. Bishop f4, bishop f4. I hit the rook. Have this move. There's g4. Bishop g8. Ah, that took a lot of work. My technique was not good there. I held on. Almost let it slip. It was a cool opening. I mean, I kind of just stumbled into a super tricky, aggressive line where I'm the one playing tricky and aggressive. Bishop c4. Yeah, engine likes this for white. It's a danger of black playing f6 and the center opening up with the king still on e8. Ooh. So there's one more game? That was round 10. One more game. I'll certainly play up again. I think that's my first upset in a long time in Title Tuesday. I'm recovering a little bit of rating, at least from earlier. So there's 2 games going. Oh, 3 knights. Was this intentional? Yes. Okay, black sacked a queen. Nice checkmate. Okay, next game starts in a moment. Here we go. Oh, I'm playing down. Interesting. Okay. Watch out for queen b5. Yeah, pretty dry so far. And there's d4. d4, e4. Just castle. Yeah, this is something. D-file opens, white's left with this backward pawn. It's probably not much. All right, let's take some 92. Or 92 right away. Queen d3, knight f4. Looks like I'm controlling the d-file though. Or at least trying to. Collinear move. So it takes rook d1, rook c2. e5 might be coming. I have this move. And these squares are potentially exploitable. Yeah, that's a move. I'm still trying. G3 can't be played. We might see h4. That's a move too. Knight c1, rook d1. King e2. Might just go back. Rook d2 is coming. Still trying to push. I'm probably overpushed. Okay. Pushing for more. No! Felt like I got the move in too, but I guess not. It's like it let me play the move and then it showed I flagged. What to do? 6.5. Yeah, I'm not sure if I was ever like that much better. It's definitely like slightly preferable for black. White was being solid, played quicker. My pawn became weak on h4. Okay, so final score is 6.5. Only 5 people predicted 6.5. 6% of the channel points. So let me just make sure that was the final round. It was. And choose outcome. 6.5. And hopefully I can do better next title Tuesday, which starts in about 4 hours. So I might extend the stream a little bit. There's a tournament coming up in a few days, and it's not normal chess. It's going to be in duck chess. It's the Duck Chess Championships. And maybe I'll play a few games of duck chess. Yeah, I have to sharpen up my quactics. Here we go. Getting a game. Yeah, let me just maximize board. Here we go. Okay. No, let's not flag. Okay. So this is duck chess. It's been a long time since I streamed this. But on Thursday, so 2 days from today, there's going to be the Duck Chess Championships. It's going to be a prize tournament. I think it's a series of arena tournaments followed by an 8-player knockout. So for anyone that hasn't seen this variant before, basically the way this works is with every move, you make a normal chess move, and then you move the duck to an empty square. The duck is a blocker. It can't be captured. You can't jump over it. So I can't move my pawn in this case. And that's basically it. There's also no check or checkmate. So the game ends by capturing the king, which hopefully we'll see an example of. Horses can jump over the duck. Yes. They can't jump onto the duck. Opponent's playing decent. Hey, it's Ben and Karen. Probably Ben streaming Title Tuesday? Or Karen streaming poker. Thanks for the raid. The other day, Ben offered me to attend his training camp for $100,000. That would guaranteed make me a GM. But I think I missed a deadline. So maybe next lifetime. Yeah, if you're just joining, I'm playing duck chess. My opponent's playing really well. I don't want to do that. Let's play this and this. Okay, I'll look out for the next invite. Maybe I can invite Ben to a duck chess training camp. Guaranteed to make him better at moving the duck. I don't know where to put the duck. F5 probably. Knife F5 would be nothing to quack at. Opponent's playing really well. Yeah, how much to charge for a duck chess training camp? At least 200,000. It's probably a bargain. Okay, my queen probably doesn't want to be here. But I can just keep using the duck to put on f5. So this bishop, it's aligned with the queen, but it doesn't really do that much. As long as there's a duck on f5. A couple of bills. At least one bill. 94. I think I'll bring my queen to g6 and then try and prepare h5. Oh, fancy. So this is a duck skewer. But I can play this and this. So the duck is protecting my king. I'll probably just castle very soon. Get out of danger now, blocking this bishop. So as far as I know, knights are better in this game. Knights are less blockable compared to bishops. So I don't want to trade a knight for a bishop. Blindfolded duck chess would be fun. That sounds the opposite of fun. Hey, it's GM Mitrova. Thanks for the raid. Maybe another player who played in Stream Title Tuesday. Again, if you're just joining, I'm playing duck chess. We're playing blitz, so if we get into a time scramble, it's sometimes harder to like get moves in on time. Yeah, my opponent's definitely underrated. So I'm obstructing the queen from actually targeting the pawn. I'll go for 97. The duck defends the pawn. I think I will take the bishop. Even though I just said knights are usually better than bishops. If takes, I have g4, and if this takes, then the bishop opens up. And the bishop might be blocked by the duck, or it might not be. Okay, this is looking pretty good. The bishop is cleaning up. There's a very important idea to understand in this game. It's like the concept of short-range attacks. I attack the pawn. The duck can't really interfere. Okay, let's take another pawn, preventing queen a7. I have to be careful. Slightly annoying. Maybe this and this. I'm allowing queen a7. I'm allowing rook a5. Oh dear. Am I gonna lose? Don't hurt me. Oh, I won on time. Okay. Good game. I could have gotten spicy there. There's a question. Eric, have you read any recent chess books that you really liked? I'll admit, I can't quite recall the last chess book I read. These days, I just learn things online or using software, Lichess, ChessBase. I watch courses on Chessmood. So yeah, sorry. But if you want a book recommendation, The Art of Learning by Josh Waitzkin. It talks about chess. It's not really a chess book, but it's great for mindset and just learning how to learn. What if queen a8, duck d7? In the final position, if queen a8, duck d7, at the very least, I could move the duck back to b8. But at the very most, I can take the queen. So maybe white could have played like this and this. But then I could even start attacking and just put the duck back. And we might be in a situation where white will put the duck on g2, I'll put the duck on b8, and then it's hard for either of us to finish off the attack. Okay, I'm playing another game. Playing Joe Toes 909. Any plan on becoming GM? Maybe someday. But it probably requires attending Ben Feingold's $100,000 training camp, which I missed a deadline for. So I think my best shot at getting the Grandmaster title is waiting until I'm 50 and then winning the World Senior Championship. And then it's an automatic GM title. That's what Larry Kaufman did. Have there been any other players that did it that way? Okay. My opponent played the Colorado Gambit. Slightly questionable opening in this variant. Okay, so queen. So it might seem more intuitive to put the duck on e7, but I'm going to put it on f7. Because black has to move the duck next move. Which means the only way to save the king is to play this. So this is basically check. Like the king has to move. We'll see if my opponent can figure that out. What is this? This is duck chess. This was popular for a brief period of time. Okay, black loses a king. So this is one example of capturing the king. In this variant, it's possible to leave your king hanging. My opponent could have played this and maybe fought on, but then life is very good. Oh, thank you, Patty Mulv. Yeah, you played really well. Your rating should be much higher. Okay, let's play again. Oh, playing Joe Toes again, who wants revenge. Okay. Yeah, there's a few different strategies for using the duck. The most obvious strategy is to block your opponent, which I'm doing. I mean, I think usually you should do in the opening, like just slow down their development. A nice thing is when you put the duck on a square, you can keep putting it back on the same square. I'll put the duck here, preventing d4. So if I wanted to, like the whole game, I could just keep putting the duck back on d3. There's a comment, it's smart to block the knights first. Knights are hard to block though, because you can only block one square. My opponent gifted me both knights. And now, okay, let's be sneaky. Are we gonna see a3? I should have probably played knight d3, or duck d3. Okay, so this is one of my favorite checkmates in duck chess. I played knight d3, and then duck e2, preventing king e2 and preventing bishop takes d3. And this is smothered duckmate. No mercy. Now I can take the king. Okay. 0.3 rating points at a time. There's an opening trap, which features the same mating idea, which I used to play. Let's say knight c6, duck d3, here, let's say here, d5. So it's like a Scandinavian. And then after takes, let's say duck here, preventing the queen from taking. I would play this and this, or no, this and this. A lot of players play this to defend the pawn. And then I would play this and this. And this is probably the quickest smothered duckmate you can get. Okay, I'm joining the pool again. We'll play one more and then I'll probably wrap things up. Oh, Dr. Jammy with the facts. So in the World Senior Championship, the oldest player to gain the GM title was Yuri Shabanov in 2003. He won the event and was awarded the title at age 66. Wow. Okay, now I have a new goal. So that's got to be the oldest player attaining the GM title, right? So I should wait until I'm 67 to then attain the title. Alexa, remind me 36 years from now to play the World Senior Championship and become a Grandmaster. Alexa's in the other room, but hopefully she heard.
Hi Eric, how are you enjoying the Olympiad?
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. Thank you, Field Marshal Dragon. I'm a little bit disappointed in Team USA. They lost and drew a match. But it's going to be super interesting tomorrow. Because China plays India tomorrow, so we could see a Ding versus Gukesh preview, assuming they both play, which I assume they would. At what age can you participate in World Senior Championship? I think 50. I'm not 100% sure, but Stockfish says 50. I'm waiting for a game. Okay, here we go. Playing Heroku. Let's play this. Welcome to the first time chatters. There's a comment, hey Eric, haven't watched you much. Haven't been in a stream at all. But I'm doing well. I played Title Tuesday. I finished with 6.5. I'm doing some duck chess. And I'll probably end the stream soon and then stream the next Title Tuesday in about 3.5 hours. Hello to Naruto Sensei, who wants a shout out. I hope that's good enough for a shout out. I have played Magnus before, yeah, a good handful of times. Never in duck chess though. Magnus didn't really like duck chess. What does the duck do? So the duck is a blocker. Basically, we take turns making normal moves and then moving the duck. And you can't capture the duck. You can't move through the duck. Interesting. Yeah, the rook and the queen defended the bishop, so like I wanted to win the bishop. Not so easy to do. Yeah, the duck can go to any empty square. And every turn you have to move the duck. So it does add another layer of strategy and quactics, and so far everything is going pretty swimmingly. Not too much foul play. Yeah, I want to save my knight. So this prevents bishop takes knight and also pawn c3. Basically an outpost on d4. Wait, did I miss maybe I didn't miss anything. What I want to do is take the pawn and put the duck here. It's one of the biggest mistakes for a lot of people, and especially who are just starting out duck chess, is when there's a long distance defense in this case. The pawn is not always sufficiently defended, but my opponent is preventing queen takes g4, which is slightly annoying. So let's move the knight back. I'll play duck e2. I want to play knight f4 next. Maybe even this move. Oh, let me change the stream title. Duck chess. Okay, now I can play this and this. Forking the bishop and rook. And there's no rook e3 because I played duck e3. Now I might just play d5, trap the bishop. Black should be winning material now. Actually, if bishop takes d5, I can take the rook with check and play duck e3. That doesn't quite happen. White wants to take this pawn. Duck is blocking the bishop. So I'll play this and this. Yeah, the short range defense is usually a bit safer in this game. So making good progress. Have a pawn on d3. I block this file and this rank. Interesting. Take. We might trade queens. Yeah, this rook is going to be blocked. But my king side is a little bit blocked too. Oh, I lost a pawn. I forgot to block the rook. Oh dear. Oh, things are crumbling. There goes all my pawns. Oh dear. I'm still up a rook. This and this. I should win the pawn. Or win on time. Okay. Not the cleanest finish. There's a question, do you have rook takes bishop with a duck block for the rook? The king was defending the bishop though, so I don't think it quite worked. Unless you mean like, let's say, like takes and then here. This looks like it wins the bishop because my bishop defends a rook. But it's long distance defense, so white could take and then block. So the bishop was not actually takeable. It was legally, but wouldn't be good for me. Okay. Should I end the stream? Or should I play a different variant? I forgot how many variants are on this website. I think I'll end the stream. Come back later for more normal chess. You can move into check if you block with a duck. Yes. Yeah, so there's no official check or checkmate in duck chess. There's just capturing the king. So you can use the duck to protect your king. Have you played Horde on Lichess? Yes, I have. Atomic too. Haven't played recently though. This is Brad says, I was just watching you on YouTube. Oh, nice. Welcome to Twitch. So, yeah, I'm wrapping things up. Fun stream. Had some fun games in Title Tuesday.